Hey guys, what's up? Derek here with Ford Banger and Junkyard Dog out here at Serpent Stangs Racing in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Out here doing some work to both of the cars. We're working on getting the SLA conversion put in Junkyard Dog, and then Ford Banger over here is getting polycarbonate windows, moving coolant bottle back a little further, having some issues with it leaking, a couple other small things, and getting some major upgrades done to Junkyard Dog over here. But before I talk about that, tomorrow, podcast Monoxide with Dan Deckard and his company is going to be released tomorrow. That's going to be a podcast with me. I'm not exactly sure how long it was, but I think we sat around and talked for about 2.5 hours about my life, my journey, how I met those guys, and just a lot of the things that I've been through. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. It gave me a chance to sit down and kind of like lay out a lot of, my story in my life and just where I've been with racing and the car stuff. So I feel fortunate being able to get to share that bit of things with you guys. So I'll post that as soon as I get it. Hopefully you guys will, be able to, scroll through and check some of it out. So anyways, I want to talk about the SLA conversion they were putting in this car. We're doing that. We're doing AJ Hartman's rear wing, which you can see on Steve's car back here, getting that put on the car. That's supposed to be sent out this week. And a handful of other like upgrades and things that as we went through the trials and tribulations of the season of running, long wheel-to-wheel races, Trans Am events, things like that need to get fixed and worked on. But we're having a major problem here right now. And I'll show you guys what's going on. So, as you can see, a car is very, very stripped down. I've been here for the last 2 days with these guys, working on getting all the suspension, everything pulled out of the car. As you can see, all the stuff there in the stock cradle there, and then working on getting the SLA conversion thrown in the car. So we got the SLA K-member there, control arms, knuckles, things like that, just kind of stuff all scattered around the shop. But we ran into a major problem with the SLA, and the biggest thing here is it does not fit. The twin turbo system that I'm running, which is Hellion sleeper system, the problem is that when you try to put the K-member up in the car, the turbos sit right in the way. I mean, no way to fit this up in the car with the turbos here, which is super unfortunate. I don't know. We didn't foresee it happening when this kit was originally designed for this car with Cortex and Steve. They had designed this knowing that this was the twin turbo system that was in his car. So I'm not sure if that was just something that was missed or what. There will be some talk, I'm sure, tomorrow with Steve and some with Cortex about that. But at the end of the day, there's no time to blame anybody about what it is that's going on. There's just gonna have to move past it. So just to kind of show you guys how the difference between these two K members here, as you can see, like they look kind of the same, but they're different. And right here where the back part of the mounts for the control arms go, the lower control arm part of the SLA, this is right where the turbos sit in the stock car. So if you look up at the stock cradle, the turbos would actually sit right about in this area here. You go back here to this, you figure that, okay, that's about where the turbos sit. We try to put it up in the car, and there was just no fitting it at all. So I'm not really sure what the plan is here. I called Steve, I talked to Steve about it. It's kind of late at night here. Just trying to figure out what the plans are next, and I just don't think that there's going to be any option other than relocating the turbos, which I'm not a huge fan of where the turbos were located anyways with this twin turbo sleeper kit. It's worked. We've made it work, but it's been through a lot of complication that it has been made to work. From heat, kind of some difficulty to work on. But it's worked way better than the supercharged setup. I mean, the handling has been better, the way the power comes in, all the work that's been done with Corbin and the Motec. I mean, Junkyard Dog is just a better competitive car than Junkyard Dog back here. Junkyard Dog's reliable, doesn't need much, fires up, runs every event, that it can with little issue, but the longevity of this car back here is just not the same as Junkyard Dog. So, Steve has started with his car mounting like a water to air intercooler, and then put the turbos below the area in the back seat, and then was looking at running some of his piping and stuff like that through the actual cab, and laid out about 70% of the blueprint for what it is that he's done already. I just foresee following in the steps of what it is that he's got going on. He's still waiting for some parts and some stuff to come in, so we may be looking at robbing what it is that he's got going on, maybe some of the same parts or things that he's got to get Junkyard Dog finished. But we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle right now. We can't even get this thing off of the lift. There's no suspension on it. No coolers and lines and things like that are hanging. I was here with these guys. I was going to be here for about 4 days as it came to like tearing this car apart, putting a bunch of this stuff back together. And I was going to be leaving it with them either way while they finished some stuff up. But I've been fortunate enough to be able to work here with Steve and with Hunter here in this shop, hand in hand with them as, we've worked on pushing this build forward. So I'll update you guys tomorrow on some stuff. Once the podcast comes out, I'll do a video and let you guys know that this is it's out and to go check it out and stuff. So hopefully some of you guys are looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna try to go have some dinner and go to bed and try to not think about this as much as possible. But I'm sure I'm not gonna get very much sleep tonight. So, anyways, I'll holler at you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, Junkyard Dog and Ford Banger out.